Taurus, before everything you do this month, eat chocolate, wear lipstick. If you're a guy, find the alternative. But self-care and pleasure and shamefully following your instincts that are based with joy, not just survival, and desires is recommended for this month. Why? Because you're at a point where you can trust them. Yes, maybe you couldn't before. Maybe before it would have led you astray. Maybe you confused between someone else's heart, path, desire, wishes, self-care, care, as opposed to your own. Because, I'm just going to say it, you had a little bit of an issue with boundaries. But you've learned how to set boundaries so well recently. Scorpio season is when it's there. You recognize it's there because you respond to things in a way that sets boundaries from the gut. You immediately know what to do, how to respond, what to say, where to set a red line, where to say stop, no. You already know. You've had your practice for sure. And now it feels natural, which means you don't need to overthink it. Which means if your instincts when it comes to setting boundaries are in place, then your instincts for flow and fun and letting go and allowing yourself are also in place. You can feel more comfortable with just going for it when you feel for it. Scorpio season is a powerful season for Taurians. It's your natural counterpart energy, Scorpio. It's where your intuitive healing attributes come from. So the stronger you are with your boundaries, Scorpio, the stronger you get with your intuition, Taurus. Did you know that? Because your psyche feels more comfortable and trusting and feeling and being receptive to what's coming. Your system isn't worried about being invaded. You got invaded, all right, so you had a lot of reason to worry, but once again, a lot of you, those that I'm tapped into, have reached a level of where your Scorpio energy is transmuted within you, right? Your Scorpio and your Taurus are integrated. What happens when you are integrated with your polar aspects of self? That's when love comes knocking. So there's a very good chance, Taurus, that love this month will come knocking. And when I say this month, I mean Scorpio season. I think even prior to the 20th, prior to Sagittarius season. 5 of Wands. And you're like, I can't believe it. Every single time love came knocking at my door, it ended up being a conflict. There was disassociation, disharmony, difficulty in communication. But now this 5 of Wands represents this as a past, but also that there might be some competition over you, Taurus. because you're so good at discerning and setting boundaries by now, I don't think it will be a problem. Maybe in the past it would have confused you. But now you'll recognize quite easily what yes, what no. Things that used to evade you no longer evade you. Red flags that you missed out on, you no longer miss out on. You've grown sharp. You got this. Another fun fact about the Suit of Wands and the Five of Wands is that it represents the archetype of Jason and Medea, who fell in love at first sight. And then they had some troubles. Circumstantial, family, travel, you know, the regular Greek mythology issues, aka fighting and slaying some dragons and being deluded. Yeah. But they ended up taking the road, the path, the journey together. Show me more for Taurus for November, please. Ace of Swords. Yep. There is one truth for you this month, Taurus, and it's clear and bright as day. And it's going to present itself to you no riddles, no insinuations, no karmic hurdles to pass. You've done all that. It will say the words in the clearest possible way, and you'll hear it in the clearest possible way, and it will just be so. You're stepping into a status as well of some sort. It could be a spiritual status. It doesn't have to be a position, though often it manifests as such. You are the go-to, or you are the oracle for whatever this is, or for whatever topic it is. You've proved your authority on the matter. On a mundane level, there might be some conflict around you, and your word is what will set the tone for the decision. They will argue, you will speak, they will shut up. If you have an idea that you know is brilliant, and so far you've had some difficulties in bringing it forth to the world, now you won't. As soon as Mars goes direct in Aries, a lot of clarity. Taurus, a lot of clarity and a lot of new energy and excitement for this path ahead. You're starting something new. It isn't new in your head. It's been a build-up, but there were delays. But now you're just looking ahead. And you realize the road is open. All the obstacles and the issues are resolved, a lot of them anyway. Incoming paperwork, approvals, refunds, emails, confirmations, acceptance letters, all these things. Your voice is counted. Now you're left with this very open energy of excitement, and you're like, okay, what do I need to do now? What am I supposed to fix now? What do I need to resolve now? And then you're like, oh, I've done that. Oh, I've done that. Oh, I've already, oh, I need to also, oh, no, I actually did that. That email, send it. That thing, that grief to process, processed. Dealt, did. Check after check after check. V after V after V. Good month, Taurus. While others are having some ships sinking, you're pumping the gas and you're about to move ahead, and it feels damn good. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life, and I'm feeling good. This is a time when the accurate people come in. The right opportunities knock. And I'm also picking up on communication coming in about some sort of an adventure, endeavor. For some of you, travel. For some of you, connection of some sort. A work project. Maybe you're realizing what it is you want to study and you're going for it. Show me more for Taurus, please. As I'm recording this, you're not feeling it yet. There are a lot of things that are annoying to you. Good things are starting to happen, but it's hard to completely encompass them emotionally because the energies are chaotic for November. Watch my my prophecy unfolds for November video. People are divided. There's a lot of conflicts. There's a lot of issues. But you have your route set. Your map is marked, and nothing can stir you away. So, if you're not feeling it right now, come back to this video mid-month and later. Show me more about this for Taurus, please. Every time I come to shuffle, the bottom of the deck is glorious. But we want accuracy. And not just pipe dreams. If you want to show yourself card, the bottom of the deck is not enough. You gotta jump on the table. Taurus wants things clear. No clues. No bits and pieces. Say it like you mean it. Show it like it is. Or don't waste my fucking time. That's you this month, Taurus. Oh, you're patient. If it ain't done right, you're not into it. You're willing to wait. Amazing. Page of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and messages about maybe money or resources that you've been waiting on are also coming in. Approved. Here, that's yours, Taurus. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yours, Taurus. Enjoy. Amazing. People are stepping out of their nooks or places of hiding and come to you. Let things come to you, Taurus, this month. If you are wondering about child custody, you will receive it. The Tower. Something will need to fall for the sake of it. I get the feeling that there's a lot coming in for you, Taurus, and you're going to need to make some room. And some of you, those of you that don't have room, you still have some unfinished business, you will be forced to tend to it. So do it right now. Something medical that you've been stalling, now. A debt that you've been stalling, now. Paperwork that you've been stalling, now. The volume will grow, especially in December. Everything is going to grow in December. Major seeds are planted now in November, and the growth will be enormous, the growth ratio. It won't take 6 months. It will take a month. So be ready. You gotta make sure that November is clean and clear and that you're ready. And it only has room for the good stuff. Taurus, make room only for the good stuff. If it confuses you, if it annoys you, if it triggers you, let it go. Do not entertain. Entertain your own triggers and subconscious that needs healing, but not other people's bullshit. I was about to say other people. Maybe it's short for people's bullshit. People's. King of Wands. This might be the person knocking at your door. If you don't resonate with the good stuff that I was saying, if you feel like your ship is sinking, then you might have people kind of coming in with demands, Taurus. This is just for a few of you. I feel like most people can resonate with the things that I say, but just for a few of you, which is why I'm telling you to be prepared as much as possible. Others of you, this King of Wands seems to want to help with this Tower moment. I think this King of Wands and the Page of Cups is the same energy. Someone who is very reliable and very present and very strong with their energy, but approach you with tenderness and patience and kindness. So it's a very nice combination, this energy of the Page of Cups with the King of Wands. Very sincere, kind, but also capable. Okay? So if you're facing something and you are approached by someone that you trust, that makes you feel like you can trust them, and they seem to be sincere and they want to help out with something, maybe listen to their advice or be open to whatever it is they're offering. Okay? Show me more, please, about this. Six of Cups. This is someone that you know, that you've known at least a few months, if not a few years. And I'm taking the flowers here very literally. I think some of you will receive flowers. Five of Swords. Now, if you receive flowers, but it's someone that still isn't clear with their mind, still express characteristics of yes, no, maybe, and they don't know exactly what to say, be very discerning. You might have some tests this month to see if you really set up your boundaries properly. Again, listen to how it feels. But if it feels like it repeats itself, like they're doing the same saying again, expecting a different result, or thinking that you might be bent. Be cautious. And don't stay stuck on the past. You gotta move ahead. How did we went from this row of such bright horizons and opportunity to descending to the past? Almost like, oh my God, things are going so great. Let me destroy everything just so I'll feel normal again. The Hermit. If you're not sure, take your time to think. Take your time to process. Take your time to feel. There is some sort of family challenges, possibly. You're not certain in regards to how to deal with a family member, possibly older. Could be a grandparent, a parent, but I'm picking up on a masculine figure. You might be dealing with the return of a parental figure that hasn't been present. Let's just say it at that, for at least a few years for some of you. And they might come in like with signs of remorse. So stay tuned for that. I want more cards. I want more cards, so I'm making room for more cards. Clear your drawers. Page of Wands. Looking at this King of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely like father, son, or parent, child thing going on. Needing to come to terms about something that has happened or is happening. Possibly siblings. A lot of fourth house energy is coming up for you guys. You know, be accurate, but do it with a lighthearted feeling, lighthearted attitude when you convey with family members, possibly. They're going through a lot as well, I feel like, and they might not show you the extent of what they're going through. So be kind to them, okay? Four of Pentacles. Taurus, some of you will take the boundary setting thing a few steps too much, in a way that will make you rigid and stubborn and timid and somewhat paranoid. I'm not blaming you, I'm not shading you, I understand. But be mindful. Kind of go back to checking yourself every single time. Take a few breaths before you respond. Don't react, respond, right? There's an element of something will trigger you to feeling like your boundaries are being crossed this month again. And I'm picking up a family member for some reason, but it doesn't have to be that. This will be a great opportunity to practice what you've learned and set boundaries in a loving way, okay? Our family members are the best a training ground for setting boundaries in a loving way, because we have to, right? They're our family. Well, not at all costs, but you know what I mean. I want them to still be around by the most parts. I think someone in your life is also presented with an opportunity and they're being a little bit suspicious about it. Might be you as well. You might be suspicious of someone wanting to try to help you. You might have an opportunity for some sort of an improvement, but because you went through a lot of change within that topic specifically and you've reached some sort of level of stability right now, you would be worried that if you let go of what you have now for the sake of something possibly better, you'll lose it, right? So that's when you need to check the facts. How big is the risk? If you're called to move for a certain job or an opportunity, but there's no place for you to live there and no promise of income, and maybe they'll have you and maybe they won't, and it's just like a trial time, then no. Duh. But if they're setting up an apartment for you and there's a, and they're willing to sign a contract where there's a, a promise of income and so on, then if that scares you, consider that it's PTSD, right? Or paranoia or fear. So be super reflective, especially going into the last third of the month, into Sagittarius season, between November 20th and November 30th. That's when it will come up, I feel like. So keep that in mind. Okay. I want to see deeper into your love life. What it is that I picked up on. What is this connection that is coming up? So we're going to see that in the extended. I'm going to do a double pentagram spread where we will look into your mind and heart space, your person of interest, mind and heart space, the dynamic between the two of you this month and how things unfold. We will also finish up with messages from the runes. You can find it on Patreon with all the other extendeds and all the other content for unlimited streaming this month and past months. Yummy. You can cancel anytime, so try it and see what happens. I'm sure you'll choose to stay. Anyway, but you can also find it on Vimeo for those of you who prefer to purchase separately. It's the same extent, the same content. But on Patreon, you do have exclusive VIP content that you can't find on Vimeo. Although my special karmic shift and liberation for the decade of 2020s and the year of 2020, when it comes to your karma, past lifetimes karma, generational karma, and this lifetime self-made karma. I did one special video for every single one of the signs. You have that for unlimited streaming on tier number 3 on Patreon, and I think it's very important, especially at this time. But you can also find it on Vimeo, again separately. So all the links are below, check it out, and most importantly, guys, if you haven't checked out my Tarot Masterclass Bunkai, which is so far my best work published, I do recommend to check it out. I've created a very intensive, extensive online library of videos. Every tarot card gets its own video where I go into a very deep, extensive explanation, not just the interpretation of the card, but also the mythical and mystical and psychological and spiritual aspects of each card. For those of you who want to learn tarot, I can't recommend myself enough. But it's also for those of you who want to go through a spiritual shamanic journey with me. It's 90 classes, because it's not just the number of tarot cards, it's also the interaction between them, astrology and tarot, and there's Kabbalah, and there's all kinds of stuff, fun stuff there. So by all means, do check. You can rent the episodes or buy the episodes separately. Renting is like $2, so you can just rent the introducing tarot, the first episode, and see how it feels, and then figure out if you want them all or not. And then you can also rent or purchase all of them as a package deal, which is the best value for your money, obviously, if you want to learn it properly. Again, up to you. Maybe you just had a spread of 3 cards and you just want to know what the Ace of Swords, Two of Wands, and Page of Cups mean. So you can rent or buy just these episodes separately. It's made in a way that it kind of works for anyone. All right. Okay, guys, I love you very much. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe and press the bell button to receive notification. Possibly join as a member to my channel. That's just as a monthly support and reciprocity of energy. But if you want extra content for your reciprocity, then you need to go to Patreon. Okay. So several avenues where you can connect with me and the channel and the Existential Shift. I want to thank every single one of you who have donated, who have been around for me this past month. I am very grateful and honored. So thank you. I love you. I will see you in a second in your extended yum. Bye for now.